Hi guys. So my intuition is really high at this moment, so I was guided to do another reading for the collective. This time just more of a general short video in the form of an energy update just to see what is going on for us. Six of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So something to do with things not quite playing out as we have wished. Something to do with the home environment and our childhood. Something with a masculine energy. Could be that some of us are reminiscing about the past, about what it is we want for our future, for our home life, for our family life, but it's not yet quite unfolding as we wished it was or would have at this time. There's something that still needs to be healed. A relationship that might not be working out or might have not worked out. Maybe some of us were wishing for a new beginning by this moment with a masculine, with a man, or just a counterpart, someone from our past. Maybe I have the Six of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So both very single, independent energies. A lot of us have been working on ourselves, our independence, and deep down we actually kind of wished that that work would have paid off by now, would have created the circumstances, the relationship, the home life, the financial fulfillment, relationships that are more fulfilling emotionally. We wish that, or we hope that by now that would have all been accomplished by now, but because we have been doing the inner work, we have been strong, we have been resilient. I have the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, and the Judgment card. So we have been listening to our higher calling. We have been listening to messages that came in through our intuition. We have been doing the work, but still that new beginning it feels as if it's still not there, as if there are delays. We have walked away from certain people, relationships, people from our past, people we might have known for a very long time that maybe had made us happy in the past, but didn't anymore, or just weren't aligned with the future we wanted for ourselves. And we're kind of waiting for that reward, like still very single, a bit lonely at the top. King of Pentacles. So we created something stable, our finances. We have been working really hard towards building ourselves, building a future, but then this card, the Seven of Pentacles, was in reverse. So it's still not really coming to full fruition yet. So let's see what's necessary, what needs to happen in order for us to get what it is that we want. This world we have been building so hard to create, and carrying on the burdens and all the responsibilities that come with the choices we have made, thinking that, all right, this is the right thing to do and this is the right way to go in order to grow. Yet it feels as if we're still being held back by our past, maybe. Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords. So it could be that we're kind of keeping ourselves stuck in the past through focusing too much on what goes on in our minds about past relationships, things that have ended, and things that just weren't supposed to last, that just weren't part of our future, of our higher path, actually. Can be that we're too much in our head about things, and this is blocking us because we have to come down towards the heart and the true self in order to create that movement forward, that flow, and the rewards, the abundance, and the happiness that we have been trying to build for ourselves. So I do feel with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles that this cycle of a past cycle is closing up. And it's wrapping up. So we have 2 nines, and then the Judgment card is number 20. So that's, to me, an end of a cycle in order to start with a clean slate. Feeling more strong, feeling more independent. I have both the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, but they're very much a part of each other. So it feels as if the King of Swords in this scenario is kind of doing his work by himself, reminiscing over the past, reminiscing over what it is they want in their future, in their home. And in between, you guys has been a very separation, basically. The Eight of Cups in reverse, the Fool, starting a new path, a new beginning, walking towards a new beginning, then to the 2 nines, wrapping up cycles, and then the Judgment card, having that revelation of how to move forward. But there's still some delays, some burdens that really need to be shed. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. And I'm getting that the World card and the 8 of Swords. There's a bright, it's on the edge of awakening. Like it's on the edge, it's in our grasp. It's right there, but there's just still small fears and burdens, maybe even people that need to completely be let go of, and we're still a little bit afraid of the pain that might bring with the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords are about painful endings, but in the end, they're necessary. They're necessary. So I'm being drawn to the 10 of Swords, and both the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands have like 6 white swords and 4 golden or yellow swords. And the 10 of Wands is the same, like 6 white swords and 4 golden or yellow wands. So I'm getting that the things we need to let go of is we're trying too hard to fix everything and hold on to everything, but in the end it's only like the 4 golden swords or the 4 golden wands we need in order to manifest and create a better future for ourselves. And when you get that 4, I also have the 4 of Wands, and 4 is like a very stable energy in numerology, like foundation, stability. So that's like the other swords, and that's like ghosts of our past and burdens of the past need to be let go of, and the 4 is all we need. Like if you have the 4 pillars in let's say a building, then you have your strong foundation. You don't need more pillars. So I think that's very beautiful and symbolic. For could also be like the 4 of Wands to me is also a twin flame card, like the 1111, the 4 pillars, the 4 wands for a stable home, and 111 being one counterpart, the other being the other counterpart. And so I'm actually very much getting that this is again probably very Lover's card. Lover's card about a soulmate connection, twin flame connection. Both parties working on their own, shedding their past pains and working towards that new beginning, and a beginning where everything is just more light and less burdenful, and both parties are very independent and secure about who they are, what they want, and then they can come together. But for now they're still separated. But I think in the near future we do have the Lover's card. There could be union. It feels as if the divine is working on this. Like the Judgment card and the Lover's card both have that angel above. To me, that's the divine calling. So calling and working on arranging, settling things so that parties can come together. But we cannot bring our past into the future if you want a happy and fulfilling, flourishing life. 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 4 of Swords. So a lot of 4s as well. And then at the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Swords. So there's still heartbreak around a lost relationship, past troubles in relationships that's kind of like blocking or having one or the other involved to feel as if they have to do it all alone, or to be like, I don't know if I want this relationship, or I don't know if I'll ever be capable of creating a harmonious home and relationship because of their upbringing, their past. They feel as if they never had the right example, and they only had experiences in which it didn't work out, and this has caused them a lot of heartache and fears. It created like a wall around their hearts, and they're afraid still to open up and go deeper within in order to find that true companionship, true love. They might feel as if they're better off alone. That's sad, but understandable. So I'm gonna draw some clarifiers of the new deck so I can get a little bit more in tune with these cards as well. Mystical Shaman deck. Middle World. Number 36, adding up to a 10. 9. I can't count. Middle World. So yes, again, like I was saying, I'll show you the spread later, that I have this feeling as if the male and female are still separated, and they're in this phase of like, they want love, they want independence, they're building on their own future, their own security, their own confidence. They're still kind of like dealing with some things in the past, some people that they have been broken off with. So it could be friends, relatives, anything, anybody. It could be situations that they have walked away from, and now they're like ready for this new beginning, but still a little bit hesitant. So they're kind of like not stuck, but still in the middle of things. So the middle world, they're still in the middle of things. The Witness and the Tree of Life. The Witness adds up to a 10, 64, and the Tree of Life adds up to a 4 again. So I'm getting like from this space in between of not really being indecisive, but still needing to do a lot of work on themselves in order to move forward towards union, coming together, shedding burdens, and not being overwhelmed. They're still right now in that phase, moving towards the Witness, being more reserved and just kind of like overviewing not their options, but kind of like holding back, not taking action, just looking the apple out of the tree. I don't know if that's an English saying, but it is in Dutch. Looking the apple out of the tree. And that's exactly what she's doing. That's awesome. That's like, oh no, it's not the apple, it's the cat. That's dumb. Looking the cat out of the tree. That's not an English saying, but in Dutch it means like you're kind of like waiting, just overviewing, testing the energies and not really coming forward too strong. It's kind of being held back. The Tree of Life. I'm getting patience and just going with the flow. That's how nature works, and that's how we should try to operate. Just be more pulled back and see whatever comes to us, and trust in the divine that whatever they have planned out for us will be in our best interest and will bring us fulfillment, union, happiness, and a soulmate and a fulfilling relationship with a person that is just perfectly right for you. So, hope you enjoyed it.